Jimmy buckets, and all of a sudden, right on cue, he turned back into Jimmy Butler, the guy who's not a superstar.
Right.
I always say he's got superstar intangibles, but I don't always see him exercise those intangibles. I don't see them come out in full force consistently, which is why he's not a superstar. So in the second quarter, Jimmy Butler goes 0 for 2. 0 for 2, that's all you got? And in the third quarter, Jimmy Butler goes 0 for 5, and he's not Jimmy Buckets anymore. And I'm saying, what are you doing?
Well, Skip, he's not a volume shooter. If you remember, he got those 40 on 20 shots.
He did.
So he's not a guy that's going to put up a bunch of shots, and he does everything he possibly can to get the other guys involved. And we talked about this, Skip. Unless he was going to have another historic effort, it was going to be very difficult because they really don't have a guy. If you look at them, LeBron, AD, we have two guys that you can dump the ball to, go get us a bucket. Okay. They don't have that. They got to run a lot of different looks, give you a lot of different motion in order to create a shot.
Okay, and what I loved about Game 3 for Jimmy Buckets was when he got in the lane, he went up with authority. Right. He went up with conviction like, I got this.
Yeah, but
last night, not so much.
6.5.
Okay, that's what happened. And also, I think Jimmy Buckets turned back into Jimmy Butler like, I'm more of a facilitator. I want to make sure everybody's involved here. Well, there are certain nights and certain games you can't do it. And I don't know how many times, probably 4 or 5 different times, he got some edge getting into the lane. And at the last second, I'm thinking, just go up and get to the free throw line, at least. And he goes up in the air and looks around. Where's Tyler Hero? Wait, where's Duncan Robinson? I'll whip it out to them, and maybe they can get off some 3 at the shot clock. It's not good enough. It's not what they needed. They have one star who's not quite a superstar, so the star had to be a star last night, and he was not. And I give Anthony Davis high credit for that because he can guard on the perimeter better than you think because he's got good feet.
He does.
He was a point guard in high school, and he still has some guard in him because he's got guard skills and he's got guard feet occasionally where he can get in front of you and stay in front of you on the perimeter. Right. And then if he stays with you, if you try to blow by him, you're not going to get the shot off at the rim. So he was changing everything. And real quick aside, I don't know why Eric Spoelstra stuck with Kendrick Nunn for 26 minutes last night. He's a rookie. So they were playing against you with a rookie, a good rookie, but another rookie in Tyler Hero, the youngest player in finals history. So you got 2 rookies on the floor for much of the night.
With 3, Duncan Robinson.
And Duncan, I don't even include him, but you got 3. But these guys are going to take a lot of shots. So Kendrick Nunn takes 11 shots, and he makes how many? 2. And how many times at the end of a clock did he wind up left-handed, dribble? I'm going to try to go up and under on AD, and you know what happens when you try to do that when you're 6'2"? You got no shot.
Skip, and plus I thought AD did a great job. He says, I dare you to shoot that 3, Jimmy Butler, knowing that Jimmy doesn't want to shoot the 3 ball. He says, I dare you. So now you won't shoot the 3. I'm not really worried about you going over me.
Nope, he did not.
Take your chance.
Okay, thank you for bringing that up because the flashpoint, the turning point of this night came with 3:05 left in the game, and Jimmy Buckets has a wide open. He's daring him to shoot a corner 3, and this is for the lead, if we could see it. This is for the lead. This is a huge psychological potential dagger-type shot. And he missed it pretty badly. And here they come the other way. Boom, 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 boom. And guess who? KCP right in front of the Heat bench. Kaboom. And then here we come back down. And we're going to see this one again going the other way. But then the Heat come back down the next time with and they're in the game, obviously, still after this one. That hurt. But they come right back down. And they dribble it around, and Jimmy Butler has it at the top of the circle, and he holds on to it, waits and waits, and at the shot clock, Bam took a shot and actually made it, but it was too late. Well, this is horrendous. You can't do this and win this game. Jimmy?
Who's got Bam?
Jimmy?
Who's got Bam rotating?
Jimmy?
Who's got Bam?
Somebody take a shot. Oh, Bam will throw it up, and it accidentally banked in. And so did Duncan Robinson's. That was not called bank. So that was late, and that was the end of the Miami Heat because all of a sudden they're 7 down, and that was basically ball game. So I am going to give your man LeBron one big break here because he did one great thing. He was 0 for 3 from 3 in the fourth quarter, but The first three that he made was huge in this basketball game because it's 8:18 left in the third quarter, and his teammates probably at halftime are looking a little side-eyed at him like, you said must win.
Right.
Are you joining the party or not? LeBron came to the party with one big shot that actually gave them a lead that they never gave up. That was it. And it was a psychological barrier breaker for both teams, really, because I think both teams said, uh-oh, he's back.
Right.
And they never trailed after that shot. They never trailed. It got tied a couple times, but they never trailed. So I give him high marks for having the guts, because that's deep. That was from 29 feet. So that wasn't, your basic corner three.
Skip, think about this. LeBron James has set the bar so high. We think a guy that had 28 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, didn't play well. You look at his stat line for the series, he's averaging 28, 11, and 9, and we're like, man, he sure isn't playing well. That's how high the bar is. Let that sink in. The man is averaging a damn near triple-double at 28 points, and we're saying, well, he ain't doing much. Wow. That's how high the bar is, Skip. That's what he's done to you. He's made you believe that 28, 12, and 9 is boo-boo.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Would you believe that LeBron James in the fourth quarters of these 4 games is 0 for 9 from 3? Is that good? Does that count in the stat line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We fact out, guess what, Skip? Even though he's 0 for 9, he's still averaging. What did he have last night in the fourth quarter? 11 points.
He is a stat machine.
Oh, no, he's that.
Yeah.
Skip. So what is he? Let me ask you a question. What would you have LeBron to do? Because if you're on the court, if you pass the ball and someone makes it, you get an assist.
Okay.
If they shoot the ball, you grab the rebound, you get a rebound. If he scores the basketball, so he's gonna get numbers, Skip.
Does it count in the stats that in the last 2 games, LeBron James has 14 turnovers?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Does that count?
And that's one of the reasons why they lost game 3. Is that they turned the ball over entirely too much, and they weren't able to overcome that. But if Jimmy Butler's, if you tell me Jimmy Butler was going to have another epic night, well, they probably would have lost that game too.
They probably would have.
That they had another 7 turnovers in the first quarter to go with the 10 they had in the first quarter in game 3. But Skip, LeBron, let that sink in what he's doing, Skip. How many guys have had 28, 10, and 8 averages for a series? This is what he's doing.
Well, he always has that. He's had those kind of numbers every finals he's played.
I know he has, but that's LeBron. How many other people have had stat lines like that?
Okay. Do the Heat have a superstar? No. Do the Lakers have 2 big superstars? Yes. They have by far the 2 best players. They also have playoff Rondo, who quietly did all his little damage that he does last night. Am I right?
He had 2 of the biggest points. He didn't shoot the ball well. He didn't.
I got it.
That layup was huge.
I got it. And yet, who shot the dagger shot last night? With 39 seconds left, who just said, that's enough, Heat.
AD.
You're done. AD just said, I got this, Bron, my turn, my time, boom.
Yes.
Okay, here it is. And this was like nothing but
Bron knew it. Bron knew it.
Yep.
Bron knew what it was. But, hey, LeBron bought time in the first half. Third quarter, he got it going. He and AD both get 18. So it's 9 and 9. LeBron didn't miss a shot. Looked good, didn't he, Skip?
So all I know, bottom line to that game last night, is that Jimmy Butler goes 5 for 5 in the first quarter and scores 11 points. And thereafter, over the last 3 quarters, he scores a grand total of 11 more points on 3 of 12 shooting.
Yes.
Won't work. Won't get it done. Sorry. You had your chance. When LeBron was a basket case in the first half, you could have just stepped on their throats.
You got to open it up.
You got to start making threes. They were 4 of 15 from 3 at halftime. That won't work.
Right.
Somebody's going to have to get going. Tyler Hero got going in the fourth quarter, but it's too late. It's not enough.
Skip, I also thought that in the first 2.5 quarters, the disparity at the free throw line, the reason why the Heat was even in this ball game.
I agree.
At one point in time, it was like 20 free throws to 5.
Yep.
And I'm like, if you stop fouling them, make them make shots.
Yep.
They weren't making any shots, but they were fouling them. And you can't foul a guy on a 3-point shot, Skip. You can't foul. Make guys make shots. When the Lakers started making the Heat make shots, stop putting them on the foul line, now the disparity. And you saw LeBron James. LeBron said, I'm going to the hole. Jay Crowder can't do nothing.
No.
Jay Crowder can't do anything with. And I told you, Bam, and I like Bam in there. Because guess what? It keeps one of our bigs close to the basket.
It also kept Olynyk out of the game, and when he was in the game, he played only 12 minutes, and he never could find any